Could the Lakers be on the brink of shaking up the entire NBA landscape with a blockbuster trade that few saw coming? Imagine this, a bold move where the purple and gold pivot away from their current guard darling, Austin Reaves, to bring in a defensive force from a franchise in flux. It sounds like something straight out of a Hollywood script, but the whispers are growing louder by the hour. The Los Angeles Lakers are reportedly eyeing Brooklyn Nets' athletic center, Nic Claxton, and this could be the game changer we never knew we needed. Welcome back to Lakers News Fan Report, where raw truths collide with purple and gold passion. Smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so your heart never misses a beat. Now let's unpack what this rumored deal really means, and why it's stirring up Lakers fandom like nothing else this offseason. For the Lakers, securing Nic Claxton isn't just about swapping players. It's about redefining what their front court identity looks like in 2025 and beyond. With Anthony Davis's future always seemingly under the microscope, injuries and speculation casting a shadow over the Lakers' defense, adding someone with Claxton's rim-protecting prowess changes the narrative. This is a 26-year-old center who's not just raw athleticism. He's proven a defensive anchor with elite shot-blocking skills, patrolling the paint with 1.4 blocks per game at an efficient .563 field goal clip. The timing couldn't be more urgent. LeBron James is entering the twilight of his career, and pairing a defensive stalwart like Claxton alongside rising star Rui Hachimura and big man DeAndre Ayton could mean the Lakers transform their rollover defense into a steel wall. But here's the twist. This move isn't just about plugging gaps. It's an aggressive shot across the bow aimed at carving out a championship-ready squad around LeBron and Luka Doncic, who, yes, has been making waves since joining the Lakers, turning heads with his playmaking wizardry and clutch performances. Yet the biggest piece in this chess game might be Austin Reaves, the guard who's become a beloved fixture for purple and gold fans. Reaves, with his near 20 points and nearly 6 assists per game, has been the heartbeat of the Lakers' second unit. Trading him signals a shift from popular hometown hero to an asset leveraged for long-term gains. It's a gut punch in terms of fan sentiment, but a savvy front office maneuver if you look deeper. Brooklyn is reportedly eager to shed veteran salary and focus on rebuilding, craving young, versatile talent like Reaves, plus draft capital that could pave the way for their next contender. So the Lakers' willingness to part with Austin, perhaps along with Rui Hachimura and draft picks, tells you how serious they are about switching defensive gears. But, and this is critical, what if losing Reaves comes at a cost to the bench's scoring depth and versatility? Is the trade-off worth the added defense? That's the question Lakers fans have to wrestle with, especially given the roller coaster nature of this squad's playoff fortunes over the past few years. And that's the sticking point. Brooklyn's motivation couldn't be clearer. Accelerate their rebuild by collecting promising talent and future picks. The Nets face cap challenges and are ready to move veteran assets like Claxton to create space and flexibility. Meanwhile, Claxton himself stands to gain more than just a change of scenery. Moving from a Nets squad struggling to find footing to a Lakers team gunning for a title run offers him unparalleled development opportunities. Playing alongside superstars LeBron and Luka not only boosts Claxton's visibility, but embeds him in a system craving defensive toughness. He steps into a role with defined responsibilities, something that has arguably been harder to come by on a Nets team juggling constant lineup shifts and chemistry puzzles. But here's the detail no one's talking about. While Claxton's skill set fits the purple and gold's needs perfectly, how seamless will his adjustment be? Integrating a new defensive anchor mid-construction is tricky. Chemistry, rotations, and role definition all hang in the balance, and the Lakers have stumbled before trying to fit pieces too quickly. Could this be the one that clicks, or just another piece that doesn't formulate into a cohesive whole. Looking back through Lakers history, these bold front-court reinventions have been both glorious and heartbreaking. Remember the Showtime era's relentless fast breaks fueled by Magic Johnson's dazzling assist. That brilliance was anchored by physical defenders who could hold their own down low. Fast forward to Shaq and Kobe, the dynamic duo who pierced defenses with sheer power and skill. Those Lakers were unstoppable, winning multiple titles in dominant fashion. Then came the Pau Gasol years, where the Lakers, blending grace and grit, balanced offense and defense beautifully to claim back-to-back rings. And who can forget the 2020 bubble season, when the Lakers conquered adversity, injuries, and a global pandemic to hoist the trophy once again. Each of these eras hinged on a front-court presence that could pivot the team from great to great, for now or ever. The Claxton-Reaves rumored trade taps into that Lakers DNA, a thirst for a definitive front-court anchor designed to rigidly support their stars while pushing that playoff-bound edge. This trade rumor also nudges us into the swirling speculation around the 2025 offseason arms race, fueled by whispers of potential buyouts, rivalries heating up in the Western Conference, and cap space jockeying happening behind closed doors. The Lakers are at a crossroads. Do they gamble on this Claxton acquisition and hope the pieces fall swiftly into place? Or do they hold steady, letting Reaves, who's blossoming as an offensive leader, carry the torch from the guard spot? Faced with the alluring prospect of defensive solidity and playoff readiness and the risk of losing bench-scoring punch, the Lakers front office must weigh ambition against continuity with razor precision. Remember, this team isn't just playing for a season, they're chasing legacy. LeBron has redefined what longevity means in the NBA, but time is still ticking. The decision to bring in Claxton is a message. This isn't a rebuild, it's a final assault on a championship. But is it the right call? Is this the missing puzzle piece to finally dethrone the juggernauts in the West? Or just a gamble that could backfire if chemistry falters or injuries strike? Meanwhile, from Brooklyn's side, acquiring Austin Reaves and multiple draft picks fits their urgent blueprint to stockpile assets for the future while retaining immediate contributors. Reaves gets an opportunity to assume a larger, more offensive role, free from the shadows cast by Lakers superstars. Less pressure, more touches, and the chance to grow with a rebuilding Nets squad could mean significant personal development and contract security. The Nets also garner financial breathing room, enabling smart moves in upcoming free agency windows. Yes, they lose a physical rim protector in Claxton, but this is about the rebuild's architecture, laying the foundation and holding out hope that these young assets mature into the next Brooklyn core. It's a high-stakes swap that could pay dividends if these young players develop as expected and the draft picks land wisely. So, who really wins if this trade goes through? The promise is mutual benefit, with different timelines. The Lakers bank on Claxton stepping in fast, fortifying the defense, and closing the door on opponents in critical playoff moments. The Nets envision the trio of Reaves, picks, and cap flexibility turbocharging their rebuild, aiming for sustained success down the line. Claxton would elevate to a starring role on a contending team, and Reaves secures greater responsibility and growth potential away from the glare of Hollywood. The Lakers' aging stars get help on the paint defense, the Nets get young weapons, and the league braces for a potential seismic shift in power balance. But none of this is guaranteed. What about team chemistry? Can Claxton adapt rapidly? Will the Lakers feel the loss of Reaves's versatile scoring punch? The nuances of this trade are complex and fluid, with ripple effects far beyond a simple player swap. As a lifelong Lakers believer, I can't help but feel we're on the edge of something massive, a move that either reignites a championship flame or becomes a cautionary tale of risk and reward. The Lakers' legacy is littered with moments, where bold decisions either brought rings or haunted fans for years. From the high drama of the Shaq-Kobe breakup to the gut-wrenching injuries that sidelined stars in crucial moments, every chapter has been a lesson in how delicate and decisive roster moves can be. This Claxton-Reaves saga feels different, though. Less desperation, more calculated ambition, fueled by a hunger to reestablish purple and gold dominance before time runs out. But is this the move that launches a new Lakers era, or the gambles that haunts us for years? Because in the NBA, the difference between legendary and forgotten often comes down to one big call. Drop your unfiltered takes in the comments. I'll be right there, heart in hand. How much longer can Lakers fans stomach these endless shakeups before the locker room chemistry explodes? Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a beat of Lakers chaos and glory. Because what's unfolding right now isn't just a shift, it's a seismic jolt that could either catapult LA to a new championship era or shatter the fragile foundation we've been desperately trying to build around LeBron and AD. Imagine the tension boiling over during a critical playoff clash. How will the newly tweaked rotation handle crunch time pressure when every possession feels like a knife fight? Could inserting that under-the-radar buyout signing spark the spark plug energy the Lakers have lacked all season? Or will it just clog the floor with another question mark, muddling minutes and bleeding precious cohesion? The stakes climb higher when you factor in the West's ruthless arms race. Phoenix, Denver, Golden State, each team gunning to feast on the purple and gold's instability, licking their chops as they sense not just cracks, but potential cracks that could split the lauded superstar duo apart. And can we talk about LeBron and AD's on-court synergy for a moment? The whispers around the league hint at mounting frustration, a subtle but dangerous shift in locker room vibes that could either ignite renewed purpose or blow the lid off with public spats reminiscent of the Kobe-Shaq showdown era. The legacy of Lakers dynasties suggests history loves nothing more than a scandal born from ego clashes. Remember the late 2000s? This moment is eerily similar. But here's the part nobody's talking about. The subtle message being sent from the front. Office's silence amid all these rumors. While the media buzzes over trades and rotation puzzles, there's a quiet undercurrent in the exec strategy signaling a possible long-term pivot away from win-now desperation toward a more surgical rebuild, masked as a contender. Could that quietly explain why the blockbuster trade talks keep faltering, leaving the team in limbo as the playoff bubble bursts right before our eyes? Imagine the fallout if, just days before the postseason, the Lakers either double down on the current core without a real fix or decide to blow up the roster entirely, risking the wrath of fans who crave trophies but may instead get years of decline. And while Lake Show tradition braced us for roller coasters, this imbalance feels different, more precarious, like the 2020 bubble, but with the added weight of lost seasons and frayed trust. How does Frank Vogel's coaching tenure factor into all this? If he can't adapt to the evolving squad dynamics, will the front office finally pull the trigger on a mid-postseason coaching change, or is the loyalty to his lauded defensive identity just enough to survive this storm? Because let's face it, this isn't just about plays drawn up on a clipboard, it's about culture, belief, and whether a fractured crew can pull together when the entire basketball world watches, snarling at their eventual collapse. The movements of rival teams add fuel to the fire. Denver's explosive young core, Golden State's lethal shooting barrage, even the Clippers' desperate win-now gambits, they know the Lakers' instability is an invitation to dominate the West like never before. Can LeBron and AD stand tall against this tidal wave alone, or will the undercurrent of uncertainty drag them down like it did to past Lakers giants facing their twilight? If the trade rumors become reality and a prized asset hits the exit door, how quickly will the fan base's hope morph into outrage? And can the locker room contain that pressure without snapping? The playoffs loom dangerously close, yet the Lakers seem stuck in a seasonal purgatory, teetering between championship dreams and a rebuild masked by star power. And what about the health concerns? Those nagging injuries trailing Anthony Davis threaten to derail everything again, the shadow of what if growing larger by the game. Is this the moment we finally confront the brutal truth that no matter the roster moves or front office finesse, the Lakers' core is running out of runway as age and wear on their champions? As a Lakers fan, I can feel the weight of history pressing on this very moment. But are we watching the rebirth of a dynasty or the fracture that ends it all? Drop your raw takes in the comments. I'll be right there with you, riding every twist of this wild Lakers ride.